Hey everyone, I am back with a brand new video. I'm so excited for this because this is a video I've been planning for a very long time, and yeah, it's just that I've been waiting for this right moment to do this video, and today's that day. I'm going to conclude my 5 Pokemon of each typings, my favorites at least, and end this off with my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time. Now, it's been like, I've been yin yang it all around. Sometimes I change it, sometimes I don't. It was one of this Pokemon, and now it's this Pokemon. It was a confusing choice for me because there are so many Pokemon, at least 1,020, something. But yep, for this one, I'm going to conclude this off with the 10 Pokemon that I love very much. Now, do take note. I actually did a video like this during my YouTube days. Well, before I changed it to Brick Dragon Hero, but I deleted that one to give out some more detailic stuff. So with that, I decided to slowly start this up by counting down my favorite Pokemon of each typing, so that way you can know which ones are my favorites. But this is the conclusion, and I'm going to finish this off with my top 10 favorites of all time. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. Oh wait, before I want to continue off, here are some rules. Rule 1. Well, I can skip this one because this is my top 10 video of all time, so any Pokemon from my previous list are included. And rule number 2, legendary Pokemon are not included because, well, I've already done a video on that. And rule 3, this is confirmed Pokemon, so no leaked ones or so fakey ones, something like that. Alright then, you guys ready? Now, let's get started.
Starting off with number 10 is Frostmoth. Man, I really like Frostmoth. I really do. I really love its designs and its typing. Even though it's a 4 type weakness, it's still a pretty cool Pokemon. And what about her is that she's got some very interesting moves that you can teach her throughout the journey, like Ice Beam, Acrobatics, White Guard, Quiver Dance, or even Struggle Bug. That could be very helpful throughout either on Gen 8 or Gen 9. But other than that, Frostmoth remind me of Big Chill, and that is why I wanted to get her, because Frostmoth, she's a pretty interesting Pokemon. Alright then. Number 9 is Garchomp. As you all know, Garchomp is my favorite pseudo-legendary behind Dragapult and Metagross, and I just gotta say, I really love Garchomp. He is such an amazing Pokemon, especially for an ace of Cynthia, of course. But other than that, Garchomp is also very helpful if you teach it Brick Break or Fire Feint to counter off any of its weaknesses, and of course if you also teach it a Steel type move, it can resist any Fairy type Pokemon. But other than that, Garchomp is such an amazing Pokemon that I had to put him on this list. He's just so cool. But yeah, I really love Garchomp. Number 8 is my only favorite Eeveevolution, Glaceon. I really love the design of Glaceon to give it a white or sort of like a light blue little thing with the little thrills on the side. It's such a really cool design that I wanted to have Glaceon for my team. Well, my other teams, I mean. But other than that, Glaceon is a cool Pokemon. No pun intended. But other than that, it's got some very interesting stats, like its ability Snow Cloak, which you can use to raise your evasion from in a hailstorm. And it has some very interesting moves that you can teach it, like Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Mirror Coat, or I couldn't think of anything else, but other than that, I really love Glaceon. That she deserves a little bit higher up in this spot, but not all the way though. But of course, Glaceon, she is a very perfect Pokemon, so that's why I added her in this list because of well, she is an amazing one. Number 7 is Copperaja. Oh man, I really love Copperaja so much. He's my secondary ace in my Sword and Shield team, along with Frostmoth as my first. But since Copperaja is an elephant, and I really love elephants, I wanted to put him up at least higher up in this list, but not all the way. But other than that, Copperaja is a pretty interesting Pokemon. I love its really cool designs for well, of course, being an elephant and having some Indian style, yeah, theming around him, especially with the Gigantamax forms. And like I mentioned it before, he may look like Squidward's house, but it's actually a pretty cool one in my opinion. And of course, it has a sheer force ability that can double boost up any heavy hitting moves, and it's got some cool moves like Play Rough, High Horsepower, Superpower, Iron Head, Flash Cannon, Heavy Slant, and Brick Break, Rock Slide. There are so many choices that it's a perfect Pokemon that you can use throughout your journey throughout Pokemon. So that's why I put Copperaja up, because he is a very helpful and a very cool Pokemon. Number 6 is Min Xiao. Man, I'm really a big fan of Min Xiao's designs. That it's a kung fu master with little fur things as well, weapons of course. But other than that, Min Xiao is a pretty cool Pokemon. It either has Regenerator or Inner Focus for its well, abilities, and it has some very cool moves like Aura Sphere, High Jump Kick, well, Stone Edge, and some other moves that you can teach it, because it's a very cool Pokemon to have throughout your Gen 5 Pokemon. It may take a while for Min Xiao to evolve from Min Fu because it's level 50. But other than that, Min Xiao I really love so much that I wanted to put him up on this list. And of course, Min Xiao is my ace in the in my Gen 5 Pokemon team. I'll explain that in another video. Number 5 is Weavile. Man, I have a lot of Gen 4 Pokemon in this list. But anyway, I really love Weavile so much that he is such a great Pokemon. I love its designs. I love its moves. I love its the concepts of it. It's just really cool. Cool. I also love the fact that Sneasel, a Pokemon from Gen 2, can now have a evolution that makes it a lot stronger, and Weavile's perfect. However, not Sneasler. All Sneasler really is, it's just a taller version of Sneasel with sharper claws. But anyway, Weavile, he is so cool. The moves that it can be very helpful to teach it is Night Slash, Blizzard, or Avalanche, X Scissor, or some other moves. And of course, can't forget about its iconic one, Ice Shard. But other than that, I really love Weavile so much that I decided to put him up in my top 5. Number 4 is Torterra. Man, like I said, how many Gen 4? Maybe at least 4? Anyway, Torterra
is a pretty interesting Pokemon. But what I love about him and why he's a little bit higher up in this list is because of its designs. It looks like he looks like a reminds me of the lion turtle from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it has some very interesting moves like Leaf Storm, Earthquake, Egg, Crunch, something like that. But other than that, Torterra is a pretty awesome Pokemon. He's my one of the obvious choice of star Pokemon that I would pick for my team in Gen 4 or whatever they do. But other than that, Torterra, he is amazing. I had to put him up higher in this list because of its designs, its attacks, its typing. It is so cool to have Torterra up in this list. Now, for number 3, it was a hard one to choose, so I decided to make this one a tie. But number 3 is Pikachu and Raichu. Now, I really love them both because of it's both iconic and have their both their unique styles. Like Pikachu is more likely the quick type, and Raichu is more like the sturdy type. And they both have some few interesting moves like Thunderbolt, Brick Break, Iron Tail, Wild Charge, Volt Tackle, you name it. But other than that, I think they're really cool and very cute. So that's why I decided to put them up together. However, for Alolan Raichu, not sure about him. I consider him as a favorite, a different one. But other than that, I really love Pikachu and Raichu so much that I decided to put them up together on this list and a bit higher. Number 2 is Greninja. Man, I really, really love Greninja. Its designs, its move, its concepts. It is such a great Pokemon. Of course, it has its protein ability. Not really one of my favorites because it would make him too overpowered. But it has some pretty interesting moves that you can teach it. Like, of course, its iconic move, Water Shuriken. And some other moves like, Dark Pulse or Night Slash, Aerial Ace, Shadow Sneak, Hydro Pump, Surf, Ice Beam. So many moves that you can teach Greninja because, he's a pretty awesome Pokemon. So that is why I decided to put Greninja up higher in this list. Well, not all the way, but of course, Greninja is such a cool Pokemon that he deserves to be on this spot. Alright then. Before I head to my number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Mention 1, Pidgeot. Pidgeot has a very interesting design, and I really love the concepts of Pidgeot, especially with the Mega Evolution. Mention 2, Gardevoir and Glade. I really love the Routes evolution, and of course, I really love the final stage. So, they're very cool, but I'm so sad I couldn't find any room, so I'm going to at least add them into my honorable mentions. Mention 3, Donphan. I was going to put Donphan in this list because of, he was one of the OG Pokemon to be, an elephant. But since Caparaja joined in on 2019, I decided to put him instead. Sorry, Donphan. And for mention 4, Tinkaton. I really love the design and the concept of Tinkaton, so that is why I put her up in my my fairy type list. But like I said, there wasn't any room on my list, so I decided to put her up in my honorable mentions instead. Alright then, are you guys ready for my number 1 pick? Well then, here it is. Number 1 is the BA starter himself, Incineroar. Ah, man. When I first saw this, I instantly fell in love with him. I really love the designs. It's the concepts, the moves. It is such an amazing Pokemon. I really love him so much that he deserves to be number one in my list because, well, he is awesome. I love the moves that you can teach him throughout the journey, like Flamethrower, Darkest Lariat, Revenge, some other moves. And of course, not only he was my ace in my Gen 7 team, he was also, of course, one of my mains in Smash Bros. Ultimate, the days before I decided to quit on it. But other than that, Incineroar is such an amazing Pokemon that I decided to put him up higher in this list because, well, he's fierce, he's powerful, and he is such an amazing one. So that's why I decided to put him up in number one. And that's it. Now, this is finally the official conclusion for my top 5 Pokemon of each typings, and this has really been a very fun project to do because of well, there are so many Pokemon. It's very hard to choose which one's your favorites and which ones are not. So with that, I am finally done with all this, and of course, I'm hoping that you enjoy this so much that I did. And for question of the day, what's your favorite Pokemon? You can answer that down below in the comments, and don't forget to check out some other Pokemon videos that I made, and of course, don't forget to stay tuned for some more awesome videos coming real soon. And of course, you can't forget about Pokemon Day coming up on the 27th. So until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hey, it's me, BDH, but I'm also known as the Brick Dragon Hero. That video was great, huh, Applex? You said it, BBJ. And if you want to see more of the Brick Dragon Hero videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. Follow Brick Dragon Hero on Instagram. Like for this video. Share this with your friends.
And comment down below what you think of that video.
And don't forget to check out the last video. So thanks for watching and have a brick day. Whoosh.